Okay, loves. So picture it, right? It is the mid 1980s and it is Christmas morning. Everybody and their grandmother has been trying to get their hands on a brand new Cabbage Patch Kid. It's the new breakout toy for the season. They have girls, they have boys, adults want them, kids want them, everybody wants them, and they did not create enough of them. Well, that Christmas morning, I'll be pleased to tell you that my sister and I both received two Cabbage Patch Kids. Now, my sister received two twin Cabbage Patch Kids. I had a boy and a girl, and Christopher and Christina. I named them after Joan Crawford's kids because one of my favorite books, oddly enough, growing up, was Mommy Dearest. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I was. Let's not go there. But it was one of my favorite books, and so I named them Christopher and Christina. But my sister had the twins, and I believe their dress was pink or lavender, maybe. I don't remember, but it was a pastel color, but I don't think it was blue. And I was like, wow, they're so pretty. And I think my sister still has them because both of us collect dolls and we kept all our dolls. So I used to covet these dolls every time I went in her room because my sister's room was like, where all the cool stuff was. When you're little, your sister's room or your older sibling's room is often like a forbidden territory. You're not supposed to be in there. And for some reason, that just makes their stuff that much more tantalizing. So whenever I snuck into my sister's room to look at her makeup or whatever the case was, I always stopped and looked at her Cabbage Patch girls. And she didn't play with them. She was a little older when the Cabbage Patch Kids came out, but she really liked them. And she didn't play with them, but they stayed, pretty much pristine wherever it was she chose to display them at the time. And I used to just think they were so pretty with their gloves and their lace and their pretty dresses and the lace stockings. I just thought they were fantastic. So, about 3 years ago, I started collecting Cabbage Patch Kids again. And I said that to complete my collection, I wanted these two. So, I have got every Cabbage Patch Kid I've ever wanted at this point in my collection. But these two, I could not find these two. And when I did find them, they slipped through my fingers. Somebody else bought them. Something always happened. Finally, today, guys, I got my hands on vintage 1985 Cabbage Patch Kid twins who appear to have never been let out of the box. But I'm letting them out of the box because I'm an out of the box collector, as they call us. Because I actually play with my toys, I do their hair, I take their pictures and stuff. I love it. So I'm taking them out of the box for the first time, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like to open a vintage box of Cabbage Patch Kid twins. So this is not really an inner child exercise, but it kind of is. Because my inner child is screaming right now. I've wanted these for so long. But yeah, let's get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another edition of Ask It Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might want to check this out. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. I want to know what you collect. You guys know what I collect. So do you collect anything? And what is it? How many do you have? How long have you been collecting? And if you're not a collector, do you know anybody who is? And what is impressive about their collection? Let's see. Um, what else? Oh, if you want to get a reading done, please hit me up. My information will be underneath this video in case you want to hit me up. Now, I got these on eBay. Um, eBay is my go-to for vintage things. There's also Macari, I've heard there are some others, but eBay has been my go-to since, oh my goodness, since they came out. Like, it's been a long time. I bought a lot of items, used and new, off of eBay. So let's get these girls out of their box. So, wow, guys. This is the original box. Let me turn it around, so you guys can see. That's the back of the box. Let me show you the top part. See how? Yeah, there it is. Twins are twice as nice. If you want to pause that and read it, you can. And we're going to try to put this here. Now we're going to try to open this. I'm going to pull it backwards. I feel like, you know how they have a brand new ship and everybody comes out while they break a bottle of champagne on the ship? That's how I feel right now. Like, this is monumental for me. You know how you always wanted something that you didn't really expect to get? And then one day you get it and you're like, wow, it actually happened. Alright, so the way the Cabbage Patch Kid, this box is, whew, but for something that came from 1985, it's actually in good condition. So, they open at the top, and we're going to swing it around. Pull, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, this pulls out. Alright, guys. I'm not the best at taking things apart or putting them together. So let me pull this off camera for 1 second and see. Nope. You know what's crazy, guys? I'm trying to pull it out the box so I can just show it to you. But because I'm not going to be keeping the box, I'm just tearing it off. Because it's not cooperating at all. It's not. And I'm fairly strong, so if I'm tugging at it and it's not coming off, then it ain't coming out. First of all, oh wow. Alright, let me move this out the way. Oh. There we go. There. So, first of all, I'm fairly strong. So, if I had to tussle like that, this box was this box was made, you know, with some type of Gorilla Glue. All right, so wow. First of all, they still smell like baby powder. They smell like straw. I can smell it from here. Like as soon as I pulled them out, I smelled the baby powder. So let's take a look and see. First of all, every Cabbage Patch Kid comes with a birth certificate and adoption papers, as you can see. Now, there you go. They have a name, Francisca. Yeah, Francisca Winifred. Yeah, Winifred. I don't know because all right, when they come, oh, look at that. November 1st. They are twins, so they are Scorpios. Now, that's interesting to me because listen, right? Oh, I'm sorry. This is really blurry. The camera is having a hard time figuring out where to focus. Let me move this. There you go. So, every Cabbage Patch Kid comes with a birth certificate and adoption papers, like I said. And back in the day when this was a new doll, you could open these up, which I'm getting ready to do and show you. Because I have a folder, and any of my dolls that come with a birth certificate, I put them in a folder. So back in the day, if you got a Cabbage Patch Kid, let me show you since it's a full unboxing experience. This is what it came with. Of course, there we go. Okay, so that's how it looked, and I'll show you the other side. And you were supposed to fill this part in. and you raised your hand and said the oath in front of another person that you promised to love your Cabbage Patch twin. Look at that. With all my heart, I promise to be a good and kind parent. I will always remember how special my Cabbage Patch Kid is. I remember doing that the first time. And so there you go. All right. So since it's two in here, let me move this. It will be two. It'll be one for each of them, right? And let me show you something. Look at what it came with. This is from the 80s. Let's look at this 80s advertisement, you guys. This is like a time capsule. That I had this back in the day. And it showed you, look at that. Let me open. I know how my camera is. It doesn't like to focus on more than one thing at a time. So let's do this, okay? So these are other kids that you could possibly adopt. The regular kids, the preemies, the twins, which we have here, and the world travelers, right? Let's see what else is in here. Oh, wow. They have more products than I even remember. My goodness. So we have Cabbage Patch Kids with rompers. We have posable ones. Look at all that. Look at all the different kinds. We have furs. I had a fur. I had two furs. We have ones that have sleepers. Their eyes didn't close though, the ones I had. And we had all these accessories, and I had almost all of these. I did not have the stroller. Maybe I did. I can't recall the stroller or the playpen or the musical swing. I remember that rocker. I remember that carrier, the soft travel bed, the table bed. I definitely had that. So Cabbage Patch Kids had a lot. You don't see any of this now on the market. Like you can see it, like I said, on eBay. Oh yeah, look at this. They had a horse and a Kusa. So you can still find these items. If any of you who are sitting there like, oh, I remember that, you can see pictures of these. If you want to be nostalgic, you can see pictures of these on eBay. They have all of this on eBay, but you don't see any of this like being sold in stores. Oh, look at these. I have one of these too. See the little black guy, him up here? These are like miniature Cabbage Patch Kids. I have him. So as you can see, in the 80s, the Cabbage Patch Kid line was extensive. We get a little message from Francesca. She apparently is a night owl like I am. That's her little message to me. Okay. So I know if I hear noise out here, it's Francesca. Yeah, they had a parents association, and you could join, and you would get little like a membership club. It's like that. I don't think my mother let me join the membership club because I don't remember being in it. But yeah, you could join. Of course, this is obsolete now. This probably doesn't work. I'm sure it doesn't work anymore. But you could join the little Cabbage Patch Kid Parents Association. And check this out, right? This is a self-addressed self-addressed envelope, and you just had to put a stamp on it, right? This was if you wanted to change the doll's name. So her name that she came with is Francesca, but I wanted to name all of my dolls myself. So look at his right here. Twin's name is. If you want to change her name, you fill this out and mail it to Babyland. That's it. And then they mail you a new birth certificate with the name that you chose, just like a real adoption. Isn't that cool? So all of my kids from the 80s had their own names. None of them had the names that they came with. And so she's Francesca, and she is Alina Emmy. Now, the thing about the names is the names are not special. According to the Cabbage Patch Kids, all they did was have some kind of name generator, and it just spit out names. So your Cabbage Patch Kid isn't going to be worth more or less because of their name. Some people think that online, but it's not true. They just spit them out through a randomizer, basically. So there we are. We have their birth certificates and all the information. And of course, Alana, whatever her name is, because I'm going to change it. Um, let's see. Let's turn her around. Let's see if we can get them out. So whatever her name is, I'm gonna change it. But that hers is going to be specific for her. There we go. Almost all of them had these ties back in the day. You know what kills me about kids' toys? Because you guys know I collect vintage and newer toys. What kills me about kids' toys is they are strapped in like better. Kids' toys are strapped in better than my expensive well, I don't have an iPhone, but my friends who have expensive, equipment, it's not even strapped in that good. Okay, kids' toys are strapped in like the manufacturers are afraid the doll is going to wake up and run away. I swear. These aren't bad though. See, it came right out. That's not bad. But some of the ones I've had to straight fight them out. I had to fight them out. Like it was a struggle. All right, so let us see. All right. Ooh, she's stuck on here. Let's unstick my girl. I will keep this too. I keep stuff like this, like the tags and stuff, like this one. I keep stuff like that, in my little folder. All right, let's move this box out the way and get a good look at our girls. Oh, guys, dream come true. So we're going to look at Alina. We're going to call her A. We're going to look at A first. Okay, so let's move this in. So A has hers on. The other one belongs to Francesca. They have on a pamper, real lace stockings, and little plastic shoes. Now, the most important thing about Cabbage Patch Kids when you get them is to look at their butt. I know that's strange, but Xavier Roberts always signs their butt. There it is. See a little signature right there? He always signs their butt cheek. And that's how you know it's an authentic Cabbage Patch Kid. If your Cabbage Patch Kid's butt cheek is not signed, it's either a fake cabbie, because there was a lot of fakies at the time, or if it's not a fakie, it's washed off because it's been 1,000 years now. But another way you could tell is by the tag. Everyone has this tag. And this tag tells you all the information. This is the factory. It was done in the OK factory. Because every factory is got initials like that. We see the time period. We see the Cabbage Patch Kids. So she is definitely an authentic Cabbage Patch Kid. So we're going to check out her sister Francesca. That's all I really do when I get them. I check them to make sure they're, originals. They're not fakies. Look on her bum. I don't know why he signed them there. I don't know why he didn't pick like their thigh or something, but yeah, she signed too, so she's real. And they each have on a pamper, and she has her tag. So they are definitely both authentic. They have on their full outfits, brand new in their box. They both have pacifiers. The ones with pacifiers are a little bit more expensive on the secondhand market. And both of them appear to have never been played with. So these are definitely vintage and brand spanking new. Isn't that something? And you can get them for different prices. It depends. Ones like these that are brand new in the box, of course, are going to be the most sought after and the most expensive, but they're still not expensive, Cabbage Patch Kids run from $10 all the way up to couple hundred, depending on how rare of a doll it is. These aren't very rare. You will see these. With a pacifier is a pretty good find though. But brand new in the box, yeah, that's rare. That's rare. I see them on eBay. like the whole time I've been looking, because you guys know I've been looking all this time, I've only seen him a handful of times, and it's been like 2, 3 years. And I mean, in the condition that I wanted and the price I was willing to pay, because some people are trying to charge exorbitant amounts, and they're not worth that amount. I saw somebody selling a Cabbage Patch Kid for $10,000, a regular old Cabbage Patch Kid, not anything special, not anything rare. And I'm like, people think they're worth more than they are. The shoes are a little dirty because she's been in there forever. I had to wipe her off. But other than that, they are gorgeous, right? They are beautiful sisters. So now, guys, my collection is complete. I have, um, I finally have them. Let's sit them next to each other. Oh, now I just gotta find a really cool place to display them. And they look amazing for how old they are. Seriously, they look amazing. And another thing I'm gonna tell you, with Cabbage Patch Kids, turn them around, pull up their hair, and you will see some writing back here, right? Right in here. Now I'm gonna look and see what it says, because I can't see from that distance. It looks like it says, I'm trying to see if it gives me, yeah, copyright. The copyright is back here. What I was actually looking for is if there was a number. The head molds generally have numbers, but I do not see it. So I'm going to have to call one of my friends who's an expert. Oh, I see it. It's a 4. It's deep in there too. It's a 4. So if you look in the back of their heads, you will see there is a number. And that number tells you their head mold. So again, we're going to take a look. See, and I'm going to pull her all the way in your face. See? Right there. That number here, where my finger is, you might not be able to tell that it's a number from this this angle, but it is a 4. So that's telling me these girls are a head mold number 4. Each one, they have a different head mold. So that's what it's saying their head mold is. So I have to look it up. But if you ever get a Cabbage Patch Kid and you find the number, go to Google and type in head mold numbers for Cabbage Patch Kids. And you can see what that head mold is supposed to be, what it looks like, and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you for taking this stroll down nostalgic memory lane with me. I'm going to take some pictures of my girls and send them to my big sister. Let her know I finally arrived in the club. And you come back soon, because I love unboxing things. And every time I get something cool, I always want to show you guys first. You're the first people I think of when I get something that is fun or precious. So you come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.